Marriage is hard work, but it becomes the best kind of hard work when you're doing it with the right person. Welcome to today's episode of Because I Can. Today I'm here to share my thoughts as always. On this channel, we talk about everyday life issues, and today I'm here to share with you 5 things you need to know about marriage. First, looking around the world today, marriage is not a thing that anybody really wants to be associated with anymore. I know so many people out there are thinking, do I really want to be married? Before you take that decision, just know that there are still very good marriages out there. Without being said, let's jump right into the business of today. My number one thing you need to know about marriage is that marriage is hard work, but it becomes the best kind of hard work when you're doing it with the right person. So if you're out there, if you're still single and you're out there trying to get married, make sure you marry the right person. You're going to ask me, who is the right person? If it is that easy, no one will really marry wrong. Yes, that is true. But in my own opinion, the first thing you should look out for in any man should be the art of kindness. Look out for a man who is kind. Look out for a man who is considerate. Look out for a man who has conscience. We have overlooked the things that make a human being a better person. We have replaced those things with material things. Today, whenever anyone wants to get married, you want to see if the man is financially stable. You want to see what kind of car he drives. You want to see what kind of house he lives in. You want to see what area or the choice of area he's living in. Yes, those things are important, but the first thing you should look out for, you should look out for a woman or a man who is kind, someone who has a fear of God, and someone who is very considerate. Okay, my second point about the things you need to know about marriage is that marriage comes with a lot of compromise and respect from both parties. Okay, if you're someone out there who is looking into getting married, or who is already married, who does not have the heart to compromise, who does not have a heart to sacrifice, who does not have a heart to consider other people, then marriage is not for you. Or maybe that is why your marriage is not going too well. And I know that when it comes to compromise, the women are on the receiving side. We are always the one compromising one or two things just to make the marriage work. But if you're doing it with the right person who understands that, oh, this month my wife compromised something for me, next month I should be the one compromising for the family, then that makes the marriage beautiful. I know that in today's world, men are being shamed for not being in control of things. Men are not supposed to be in control. Men are supposed to lead by example. Okay, in every organization, there's a team leader. That is how men are. You are the head because you're supposed to lead. You're not there to control. So if you want to talk about respect is not supposed to be one-sided. If you respect your wife is going to respect you. So as a man, if you're out there trying to be the best husband that you can be, don't let any person shame you for respecting your wife, shame you for making sacrifices for your family, shame you for letting your wife just do the things that makes her happy. Because in today's world, when once someone sees another person's wife just being happy, they'll be like, you give your wife too much privilege. She's not a child. She is your wife. So do not let anyone fool you and make your marriage a war zone. The number 3 thing you need to know about marriage is that marriage has seasons. There are times that it's rosy, there are times that it's difficult, there are times that there's crying, and times that there's joy. Yes. If you're in that time, if you are in that season right now, this is not the time for you to give up. There's a time for you to put all it takes to make your marriage work. Okay, and if you're out there, you're single and looking into getting married, you should know that, see, marriage requires skills. So begin to learn every skills that it takes for you to succeed in marriage. Like I said earlier, marriage is hard work, but it becomes the best kind of hard work when you're doing it with the right person. So choose right and make your marriage heaven on earth. My number 4 point in the things that you need to know about marriage is that be careful with the kind of expectations that you bring into marriage. A lot of people bring unrealistic expectations into marriage. Hey, you both are just human. You're going to do the best that you can to move yourself to the next level. Don't come with the expectation that, oh, my husband is going to make me happy. My husband is going to, what every good things of life is going to provide. Of course, if he can, he will. But you will know that it takes two to get to that destination. So you are there to help him. You are there to help her. Don't come into marriage as a man thinking that, oh, your wife is your slave, or your wife is someone who you can order around, you can push around. Then you have come to fail. Trust me, marriage is a teamwork. Okay, both of you must have the best interest of yourself at heart. You must have the best interest of each other at heart. At every point in marriage, you are always thinking, what am I supposed to do to make my husband better? What am I supposed to do to make my wife better? What am I supposed to do to make my family, to move my family to the next level? With that kind of mindset, trust me, both of you will get this very beautiful marriage on it. In as much as today we marriage is not something anyone wants to reckon with. A lot of people, there are terrible things that we hear and read about marriages these days. But there's something you need to know. Only bad news, only bad things make it to the news. There are still beautiful marriages out there. There are still beautiful families out there. There are still marriages that are working. So don't get carried away by the things that you read online. Don't get carried away by the things you have experienced. Those people that you will say that their marriages are not going well. Well, I know it can be very discouraging, but today ask yourself, what are those things that I can do to make my marriage a better thing? Marriage is something God created, and whatever God did not create marriage to torture us. Marriage is not punishment. Marriage was meant to be enjoyed. Marriage was meant to be paradise. Marriage was meant to be fulfilling. It was just meant to be like a recreational place for you to enjoy yourself as a man and as a woman. So if it is not going that way, then there is something we are not doing right. Search yourself today. Okay, better still, go back to that person that created marriage. How are you doing your marriage? Are you doing it without God? Let God be the center of your marriage and see the purpose for which God actually created marriage. My fifth point about the things that you need to know about marriage would be, marriage is you plus me equals we. You plus me equals we or us, however you want to see. Do not come into marriage with the mindset of me, you, me, you. Come into marriage with the mindset of us, we. It's a teamwork. Marriage is not left for the woman alone to make it work. Marriage is not left for the man alone to make it work. Both of you must be intentional towards the things that you want in your marriage. When last did you even have a talk with your partner? When last did you have a talk with your wife? When last did you have a talk with your husband? Hey, honey, is this marriage going in the direction that we both truly want the marriage to go? Take a step backwards today. Do an evaluation of your marriage. Is it the way that you want it? If it's not going the way that you want it, call your partner. Have a talk with him. And before you do that, make sure you pray. Let me tell you the secret of my marriage. There are some things that I want my husband to do, or there are some things that I want that my husband does not want. You know what I do? I leave it with God. I tell God, God, please. You said the heart of kings are in your hands, and you wave it to any direction that you want. Father, Lord, I just want you to go and wave the heart of my husband towards what I want. And trust me, God always comes true. So come with the mindset of we, come with the mindset of us, and come with the mindset that only God make marriage work. Don't get distracted by the things that you see. Don't get distracted by your friend's marriage. Don't compare your man with anybody. Don't compare your wife to anybody. Do you and do God, and see how things turn around for good. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next episode.